Well, it's that time of year, time to celebrate our moms. And you know, a lot of moms love brunch. But what wines would you serve for a brunch? Well, stay tuned. So welcome to this week's episode. We're going to look at great sparkling wines to really showcase our appreciation for our moms on Mother's Day. So, you know, moms just love brunch. My mom likes brunch, but you know what? She doesn't like going out for brunch much. We did it once when I was a kid, maybe a couple times, and it's usually so crowded that she didn't enjoy it that much. So we, for a number of years, would do brunch at home. And I know many of you may want to do that too. Or maybe you're going over to a friend's house and you need a hostess gift. These wines are going to be great. We're going to look at 3 sparkling wines from Italy, Spain, and California. And what's nice about sparkling wines and Sunday brunch in general, not to mention Mother's Day brunch, is that the sparkling wines have enough acidity and floral aromas and seem to make everyone in a good mood that you could really use them for really no matter what you're serving. So I really am very pleased with these 3 wines. Most of these can be found at your grocery store, so you don't have to go too far out on a limb to get something for your mom or for a hostess gift. And I think when you serve it for your mom and you have everyone over and you're doing your egg casserole or Eggs Benedict or your bagels and lox, whatever you're doing, I think these are really going to be standouts. So let's take a look at these 3. And if you stay tuned to the end, I'm going to show you another sparkling wine that I had recently, and it's from Germany. So stay tuned for that. So let's take a look at our first one. And you've probably had this before, but if you haven't, a Prosecco is a wonderful sparkling wine to serve for all kinds of occasions, really. I picked this Marca Prosecco because I think it's going to be really nice for when all the guests arrive and you want to do something celebratory and everyone's coming over and to celebrate Mother's Day and obviously especially your mom. So this one, it's nice on its own. It's going to be great with a lot of those fruit platters. And if you're having bagels and assorted cream cheeses, this one is also very nice. And I know many people love making mimosas, right? So that's when you take this sparkling wine and you mix it with orange juice. And I think the Prosecco is a very nice one to use if you want to make mimosas. So look for this one. I found this at my grocery store. It's around like say the $10 to $15 range, so you could stock up on it. And sometimes it's on sale. It was on sale at my Safeway. So this is a wonderful sparkling wine to think of. And we've been talking about sparkling wines, and I put some links down below to some of my other episodes where we talked about sparkling wines. But Proseccos are made sort of in the Charmat method. And that is, the wine is in stainless steel, and then they do the second fermentation in there to make the bubbles come out in a really nice way. It's just a little different than, say, what the French do, which we're going to look at in the next 2 wines. But if that's something that's sort of interesting to you, it's fun research on it. Let me know if you're interested in more, and I can give you some more links to some more information about that. But again, the Prosecco is a great sparkling wine from the Veneto in Italy that just seems to make everyone very happy. And you could stick with this one through the whole brunch. Or, as I said, you may want to use this as the opening wine when everyone's coming over and gets everyone in a good mood. So the next one is a Cava from Spain, a delightful one. This one's got a really great label, right? The 1 + 1 = 3. And the Spanish Cavas are excellent sparkling wines. They're made in the French champagne method, right? So the method traditionnel, it means where they take the still wines and they put the dosage in it and they let it ferment in the bottle. So it's second fermentation in the bottle. And so it's really a quality wine. Cavas are just such a great tasting sparkling wine, and usually a great value. And they're serious wines. They're not, let's say, like a Asti Spumante or some of the other sparkling champagnes that you've seen. They're an excellent value, very nice sparkling wine, and I picked this one because I think this is one of those sparkling wines that you want to have maybe for the main meal. We talked about the Prosecco is really nice for, you know, the mimosas and when everyone comes over and the fruit platters. But this one now is a little more serious. So now we're ready for our Eggs Benedict and the casseroles and the potatoes and whatever else you may be serving at Sunday brunch. So it will go very well with cream sauces. It goes well with cheeses. It goes well with seafood. So if you're having some seafood at your Mother's Day brunch, this is fantastic. Very, very nice sparkling wine. Highly recommend this one. And it's not too expensive, so right around the $15 to $20 range. You can find some cavas in grocery stores, but you may have to go to a fine wine retailer and say, I'd like to try a Spanish cava, and let him or her steer you in the right direction. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And if someone, your mom, maybe you're giving this as a gift to your mom, and you know she likes Chardonnay and she likes wines on the drier side, a little different than our Prosecco. And again, the Prosecco is not too sweet, but a little sweeter, fruitier tasting than maybe the Cava, of course. So the Cava is more on the Chardonnay spectrum, the dry Chardonnay. So if you know that she likes something like that, this may be a really nice one if you want to give her a gift. But boy, if you open it up and serve it for her for brunch, I bet she's going to be really happy. So welcome to our third wine, another lovely sparkling wine. This one's from California. I really can't get enough of the Mumm Napa Brut Rose. I think it's a fantastic sparkling wine. It's going to be really nice for your Mother's Day Sunday brunch. This one, again, like our Cava, goes with a whole wide range of foods. You could do it from the savory, the Eggs Benedict and the casseroles and the cheeses, whatever else you may be serving. And I know my wife loves smoked salmon. So this wine from Napa has quite a bit of Pinot Noir in it. So it's going to be really nice to have for our salmon when we serve it on our Sunday brunch. And this one, like the Cava, is made in that champagne style, right? So it's very much like how the French make their champagne, where they take a nice wine and then they're going to add some more wine to it called a dosage. And this winery uses quite a bit of Pinot Noir. That's why it's going to give that nice rosé colors, because it's made obviously with a red wine. And that gives it that really beautiful color and that nice fresh red raspberry. And because it has some Chardonnay in it too, you get that nice body and crisp acidity. It's just a delightful wine. Again, right around the $20 mark. It is a fantastic value. Can't really praise it enough. I think if you served this for your Mother's Day Sunday brunch, you could use it from beginning to end, and I think everyone's going to enjoy it. But we've looked at some three great sparkling wines this week, and I think you can't go wrong with either one. So the Mumm Napa Brut Rose, delicious, and I think you're going to be quite happy. Well, I hope you enjoyed all of those great sparkling wine recommendations for this Mother's Day brunch. And I promised I'd show you one more, and I had this one a couple weeks ago, and I thought I just have to share it with everyone. So this is a sparkling Riesling, and it's from the Fitz family, and I put some more descriptions about them and their winery, which has been around for quite a long time, in the description box. It's a great looking label. I look at it and think it just looks German, doesn't it? So the Riesling, it's this wine, like the other sparkling wines I looked at, boy, you could, when people get there, you could open this up and it would go for everything that you're serving at your brunch, and I think you'd really make some people happy. It's not easy to find though, right? You're not going to find sparkling Rieslings pretty much at the grocery store. So you'd have to go to a fine wine retailer and say you'd like to try a sparkling Riesling from Germany and let them steer you in the right direction. But kind of worth it. This one's not too expensive, right around the $20 range. So it sort of depends on how many bottles you need to buy. It would also make a really nice hostess gift if you brought this over to someone's house. It's different, it's unique. Most people can't find it, so they would appreciate it, and even your mom might appreciate it. So look for a sparkling Riesling. It has the acidity and the beautiful floral aromas that we associate with Riesling, but in lots of bubbles. So I think it's just a fantastic wine for this Mother's Day Sunday brunch. Wish it were Sunday brunch now. Well, until next week, everyone, cheers.